Welcome, friends and family. We are here today to celebrate CJ and Christina and watch them build this amazing life together. Today we will laugh together and likely shed a few tears of joy. But most of all, we're here to wish them well. I'd like to say on behalf of CJ and Christina, thank you all for being here. I know how much it means to them. Now quickly discuss the elephant in the room, which is clearly my wardrobe. I assure you the bride and groom did ask for a replication of Moira Rose from the TV series Schitt's Creek. They may have been joking, but as you can see, I understood the assignment. I also think I may have nailed Princess Bride wedding scene by accident, but here we are. As you may be aware, I'm a friend of both the bride and groom. I'm an HR professional by day, putting an end to workplace shenanigans from 8 to 5, but moonlighting as an event planning travel agent by night. Today, I debut as Reverend Jennifer Patterson. I first met CJ through my husband and his amazing group of friends. I very distinctly remember Mike laughing hysterically at a series of pictures on social media where CJ and friends were posing to somewhat professional, maybe photoshopped pictures. And I remember thinking, why have I not met this person? Where has he been hiding? And does he really even exist? Luckily, I didn't have to wait long because he came out of the woodwork and I immediately loved his sense of humor. Shortly after connecting with CJ, he brought Christina. The best thing of all is that she matched his level of sense of humor and his energy, and they have been the life of the party ever since. Now, I'm not an extremely religious person, but I do believe in a higher power. So although I won't be consulting the good book today, I will be referencing an assortment of passages that share the stories of life and love, ones that teach the history of romance and the roller coaster that it brings. And although every relationship is unique, we don't have to recreate the wheel. There are times when we can learn from the past and bring forward our best version of ourselves to learn. And from that, I'm consulting my Spotify playlist. So let's reminisce real quick about that amazing moment when the stars aligned and the two of you met. It was at a mutual friend's wedding, Todd and Jenny Vogel. I believe CJ was an usher and Christina came in at the very last second. I imagine that both of you went to this wedding with the same anticipation because you were wondering what it would be like to find that person in your life. The one we all dream of, but dreams just aren't enough. So you waited for the real thing. You knew it by that meeting. You knew it by the feeling, that moment when you were meeting. It played out like a scene straight off the silver screen. Christina walked into the wedding at the very last minute, and she was all, "Hello, is it me you're looking for?" And CJ saw her, and his heart skipped a beat, and he was all, "I've been waiting for a girl like you." And from that moment on, they've been inseparable, and they complement each other in every way and never hold each other back. But let's not pretend marriage is going to be easy. We all know there will be struggles along the way. I have only been married 10 years, something to be proud of, but no specific length of marriage is truly a measure of success. So again, we can consult the book of Spotify when moments get tough. CJ, there will be a time in your marriage where you think, "I don't know why I did the things I did. I don't know why I said the things I said." But just remember, pride's like a knife. It can cut deep inside. Words are like weapons. They wound sometimes. And in that moment, Cher has a great song about the inability to turn back time. So speak wisely, speak from the heart. Christina, undoubtedly, there will be a moment when somebody's going to make you want to turn around and say goodbye. But Wilson Phillips will remind you that you must hold on, because things will go your way. And lastly, every marriage is full of give and takes, but you must set healthy boundaries. You will learn to compromise, but you must also be true to yourself. So these boundaries are going to help set the foundation of your relationship. As a tiny example, my husband refuses to go with me to haunted houses and scary movies, no matter how often people beg. And for this life lesson, Meatloaf has a great song about setting expectations. I will do anything for love, but I won't do that. I also want to take a minute to acknowledge this amazing wedding party that we have standing here today. Beside Christina, we have her sister Rhonda, one of her very best friends, Kevin Spicer. They've been together through thick and thin. Next to CJ is his longtime friend, Nathan Anderson. I can't honestly explain the relationship, as from what I've seen, Nate is often the butt of most CJ jokes. But somehow he continues to stand here today. But along with them, they also have their amazing children. A close friend of mine once said that life is like a puzzle. Every friend, family member, and acquaintance you meet along the way is a piece to that puzzle. And what we don't always understand is what part of the puzzle we're working on. So while CJ and Michaela were over here creating this amazing life together, Christina, Josh, Kristen, Joanna, Melina were all over here working on theirs. And suddenly, without even knowing it, you find that one connecting piece where two worlds connect and it reveals a bigger picture. And you have that revelation where you think, oh, that's what this picture is about. That's what I've been looking for. And that's what's so amazing about this mirror today, is it represents the connecting piece to your puzzle. For the rest of your life, you get to work on the tiny details where you reveal new pieces of your puzzle, new friends, new families, and new memories that you'll make along the way. So with that, as a part of the ceremony, I will ask that each of you place a piece into your family puzzle. Because as we proved, marriage just isn't about husband and wife. These 5 children can also benefit from the book of Spotify. Now, these 2 songs I've matched together are some high potency advice, but it's also a little bit dated because it was originally meant for CJ Nate's class of '99, and it warned of the importance of sunscreen. But it has some words of wisdom that are still relevant today. Get to know your parents. You'll never know when they'll be gone. Be nice to your siblings. They're the best link to your past, and the people who are most likely to stick with you in the future. And when you finally fly away, your parents will hope that they served you well. For all the wisdom of a lifetime, no one can ever tell. But whatever road you choose, they're right behind you, win or lose. And for that, you will always be to them forever young. But just remember that this advice is just a form of nostalgia. So take it with a grain of salt. But trust us on the sunscreen. As we come to the conclusion of today's ceremony, I wouldn't feel right if I didn't share some of the best advice that comes from a country genre of Spotify playlist. I created another mashup for high impact, but in fact, one of these singers is my all-time favorite, and CJ actually refused to go to a Lee Rice concert with me while Christina was out of town. So I thought to myself, what better way to get back at him for skipping that than to put it in his wedding day. So I managed to fit a few of the other great singers of our time in the ceremony. I even snuck in some Nickelback for you. I have to share some of the greatest advice from the country room. Just ask them how they did it. They'll say, pull up the seat. It'll only take a minute to tell you everything. Count your blessings and know that you'll have ups and downs all along the way. You'll have a chance to leave, but choose to stay. Because in the end, it always results in a beautiful day. And continue to stay open to advice. Just ask them how they made it. They'll tell you faith and sweat, and the heart of a beautiful woman will never make you forget. Be a best friend, tell your truth. Overuse I love you. Go to work, do your best. Don't outsmart your common sense. Never let your praying knees get lazy, and love like crazy. Always treat your woman like a lady. Never get too old to call her baby. Never let your praying knees get crazy, and love like crazy. Now we come to the final part of the wedding where we do the ring exchange. This part is going to seal the deal, and it's going to go fast. So take a minute, look at each other, look at your wedding party, and look at the crowd, because this is the moment you won't want to forget. Can I have the rings, please? Yes. CJ, with this ring, you give to her a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. You speak the language of love like you know what it means. And it can't be wrong, so take her heart and make it strong.
You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever met.
Christina, in your heart, he sees the stars every night and every day. In your eyes, he gets lost, he gets washed away. Just as long as he's in your arms, he could be in no better place.
You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever met.
You may, I now pronounce you husband and wife.